compared to yesterday. Today should be better. Today should be better than yesterday. Tomorrow should be better than today. This equation is everywhere. Better means academically, attitude-wise, knowledge-wise, etc., etc. So there should be an intentional effort from yourself to do value additions to you. Then only you will be having the term called usefulness. You have, when you live in society, the society should feel that you are useful. If you are useful, people will accept you in profession or in life. If you are not useful, people will not accept you. This is the equation we all learned over the years. If you are useful to your family, they will accept you. If you are not useful to your family, they will reject you. If you are useful to your company, they will accept you. If you are not useful to you, they will reject you. So these equations are everywhere, everywhere. So how effectively you stamp your identity and establish yourself as a good student, and then later a good professional, that decides your success. And material science and technology is an ideal option for all of you to develop a very bright career. I can tell you the names of at least 100 companies before you where you have good chances for getting placement. In paint, lot of paint companies are there. Asian Paints, Nerolac. Petroleum companies are there. Big companies like Larsen and Toubro. In medicinal field, you have Dr. Reddy, Lupin, etc. are there. So all these companies are having 200, 300 posts every year. Then would you get a job there? That is being decided by you, not by anyone else. But we guarantee you from our life, we guarantee you material science and technology is an ideal platform to grow. So in that way, we are offering you some, through the MES platform, we are offering you some opportunities, some information in the fields where you can develop your own career. So this is the. So we all, where do you sit in the international circuit? Left hand side is world, and somewhere we see an yellow as a sport, India as a sport, and in India we are in the southern region of, now it becomes big, Kerala is big, and we are in the northern part of Kerala. NIT Calicut is also a small entity in Calicut, and this is the front part of our department. Some of you might have visited the department where we have a lot of activities progressing. So we try to, every day we have 50, 60 PhD scholars in our department. Every day we tell them that. So every day we tell the students that the mission of a student, when you get up, you are born to do great things. When you get up with sun, your ambitions go up. And before you go to sleep, we examine, do an introspection. How effectively I contributed to me, to my family, and to the society. This question is there everywhere. Even though no one asks you directly, the questions are everywhere. So we have great responsibilities in life. No one tells you. Your father will not tell you. You have great responsibility. We have great faith in you. Great faith in you. That's very important. Great faith. I will tell you the significance of faith in a couple of minutes. But great faith in learning what you are doing. You are doing a chemistry program or a physics program at MES Calicut. There's a destiny. There's a destiny controlling all these things. 10 years back, you have not decided. You were not having that thought of learning at MES, but now you are here. After 10 years, you do not know what would happen. There's destiny. And once you decide to travel with your destiny, you will see very, very pleasant experiences coming every day. So we tell the students that you have great things to do in life. So these are the areas where our bright students work. Our research laboratory primary focus, primarily we have different types of materials which I will tell you. Our group is working on big molecules, not small molecules. I will tell you the dimensions of molecules very soon. We do not work on small molecules. We make small molecules. Every student, by the end of the day, he tells me that, sir, I have made a beautiful molecule for you. For my professor, I have made a beautiful molecule. This is my gift to you today. And then they do not allow the molecules stay there as small molecules. They try to make them big molecules called macromolecules or polymeric systems. And these molecules, I will ask them, why, dear student, why did you make the molecule? The molecule has been made for supporting a patient at Calicut Medical College, to support a company to make a drug, to support a system which is providing healing for your skin, healing for the wounds for a person. So we develop biomaterials. Then we are in addition to that, we are working on multiple fields. I will tell you the fields subsequently. We work on polymeric blends, we work on composite systems, we work on nanocomposites, we do some catalysis, we do some organic chemistry, specifically palladium catalyzed coupling reactions. You might have heard of Negishi, Suzuki, Sunagashira coupling reactions. We do that. And specifically we do some development of materials, some specific materials for some targeted applications. Tell you that. It's a legacy of you might have seen many of these photographs. It's simply of great scientists, and they belong to your family, or we belong to their family. And they made changes. Right from Einstein. You can see all the photographs you may be seeing. This is the legacy of science. So we proudly present these people. This Niels Bohr could be there, Rutherford will be there, Sommerfeld will be there, Dirac will be there, long scientists. And these people have lived here and they died, but they never died. They live with us forever. We learn Dirac's equation, we learn Fermi's equations, we learn Dalton's atomic theory, we learn a lot of things, we learn Heisenberg's principle, etc., etc. They also lived like us in this world. And our wish and will should be to live like them and make changes for the society. And this is the most important part. The moment this photograph is shown to an audience, a triggering of thought will be there in the minds of people. So such a powerful lady who changed the world completely, complete poverty right from beginning in life, and later she changed the life of many people. And these people contributed significantly to the science and technology of materials. Don't you have the wish to live like them? Don't you have the wish to live like them as a lamb in this society, to contribute to yourself for the growth of the society? There were many people worked in India who were unknown, but they were great people. C.V. Raman was a man who worked with physics domain, 1930 Nobel Prize, 1930 Nobel Prize for his Raman effect. At that time, Raman effect was, he saw the Stokes lines and anti-Stokes lines using an equipment costing 250 rupees. Now when you land at international airports, Heathrow, your scanning happens through a Raman spectroscopic method. Raman spectrum. They scan with Raman spectrum. They try to analyze you, examine you. It costs multiple lakhs of dollars. But the instrument was introduced, which was initially just costing only 250 rupees. Powerful intervention of an Indian scientist in science. Raman got Nobel Prize, but many people were there in India who were equivalent to Raman, but they did not get. S.N. Bose was there. A lot of people, Prabhupada Chandra Ray, PC Ray, he is known as the father of chemistry of India. He was the first man to start, and Indians can do chemistry. He was the man who proved in the international circuit. And he started the first company in India, Bengal Pharmaceuticals. So he is being respected as the father of chemistry of India, Prabhupada Chandra Ray. Means that known people were there, but unknown are more. But we respect them. Unknown people they did not get a Nobel Prize. It does not mean that they were inferior. They were great people. So a lot of things are there. A lot of things are there in science and technology. Now I tell you the facilities we can contribute to the society. You learn something, physics, chemistry, biology, etc., etc. You learn something for what? For making a bread initially, bread and butter. You have to take care of yourself. You have to make bread and butter, not depend. Our people of my batch, we never touched parents' pocket after MSc. At that time, employment was also not very high. So after MSc, we started taking tuitions. At that time, we could make 1,000 rupees with tuition, and that was sufficient enough to float applications for company CSR applications and jobs applications. And subsequently, many of us got cleared the CSR examination. Some of us got into civil services, and many of us are working at different domains of the world. Now we still have the connectivity, very pleasant connectivity. So the lesson is that we never touch the parents' pocket. So you decide that after that I have a mechanism to develop money for me. In our department, we have 33 girls working for PhD. They get 37,000 rupees. They have cleared GATE or CSIR. They get 37,000 rupees per month. 16,000 is given to the father, to the parent, and with the remaining they have a lavish life. They give money to family. They take care of themselves. They take care of their parents. That's life. They define their life like that. The moment we do that, that's the best thing we can do. And all of them are all people working in the field of material science, they are basically working on 3 fields. They may be primarily working on metals. Sometimes they may be working on ceramics. And many of them now work in the field of polymeric systems. All the facilities we see in this room, look around. Can you tell me in a single item excluded from this? Look around, how many, the lights are there, projections are there, laptop is there, audiovisual facilities are there, a lot of rows are there. Tell me, can you exclude all these materials, facilities we observe, your dresses, your ornaments, and your chapels, your bags, everything can be classified under 3 materials. They are made out of either metals or ceramics or polymeric systems. So powerful interventions of medical. Electronics, people cannot think of electronics without materials. Electrical people cannot think of electrical engineering without materials. Civil engineers cannot think of civil engineering constructions without materials. Computer science people cannot think of computers without materials. Means this is a building block. This is a building block for all science. And we are at the fulcrum. We are at the fulcrum. Means the selection you have done, you might not have got an admission to an MBBS. Who cares? Who might not have got an admission to engineering. Who cares? You got an admission to an BSc program or MSc program in chemistry or physics, and that's great. Later you will be getting a doctoral degree if you wish, or you will be working in a company which makes appliances for a doctor or an engineer, where you will be supporting them. Your missions and visions are not away, they are very near, very near. But you have to think where you have to stand after 3 years, 4 years. No one will be there. In the life's journey, travel forward with determination, absolute determination and faith. I tell you a story. Faith is very important in science and technology. Faith is very important. A WhatsApp story. Some of you might have read the WhatsApp story of faith. There was a drought in a country. Drought means no water. Drought in a country, no water. If no water is there, wells should be constructed. But wells they constructed, no water. What to do? Then a saint came. A saint came and saint said, I have a mechanism to create water. All of you gather in the ground. All of you gather in the ground tomorrow, Sunday. All of the ground is now. We are going to pray there. We are going to pray there for water. All of you should come. So all the people living in that place gathered together in the big ground. Thousands and thousands of people were there. They came there for praying with the wish that prayer will generate what? Prayer will generate? Prayer will generate? Come on, prayer will generate water. They came for praying for water. They believed that prayer would generate water. But story ends now. Only one boy, small boy, came with an umbrella. Story ends. Only one boy came with an umbrella. Story finishes. Do you understand the meaning of that? What does it mean? If rain falls, we'll get wet. So we need an umbrella. So boy carried umbrella because he only believed that. He only believed that rain will come. Therefore I have to be protected by an umbrella. Others came. They said that they came for prayer, but they never had the faith. Never had the faith. They never believed that rain will come. But the boy expected that prayer, that called faith. This faith should be there everywhere in life, in science specifically. Therefore, you're doing a course now, you should be having the faith that I'm doing a course which will give me a job, or I will be working for that to create job for me. This faith should be there. If you do not have faith, you will be nowhere. If you have faith, you will reach all destinations. It's very important. Attitude is very important. So you work on, you have plenty of chances to get job in the field of metals, in the field of ceramics, in the field of polymeric system. Metals means, what is the construction, atomic level construction of a metal? Why do you call a substance a metal? This you do not call as a metal, you call it as a polymeric system, because this is made up of atoms, but in this connectivity, structural connectivity is something different. In metals, atoms are there. Primarily, the fundamental unit is free electron. Fundamental units are free electrons. Electron C theory you might have learned. Nuclei are there. Electrons are floating. Electrons are like postmen. So electrons can run in metals. That's why electrons carry as postmen carrying letters. They carry current. They carry heat. So electrons are always busy in metals. They are not bound. So in a system with nuclei having a lot of free electrons, a lot of postmen are called as metals. When you do a system development with these features, you'll be having a substance called a metal. Secondly, we have ceramics. The floor tiles are known ceramics, basically oxides or carbides. The bricks we have seen, for construction we use bricks. Bricks are basically ceramics. When we use construction, generation of iron, we need high thermal resistant blast furnace. If you have a blast furnace, inside the blast furnace there is a liner. That liner can be made only with a high thermal resistant material, which is called a ceramic material. Such they have only, when the moment you need a substance where thermal resistance is the best requirement, you do not think of metals, you do not think of polymers, you always think of ceramic materials. Floor tiles are beautiful tiles, but those things have their own deficiencies. Metals have the problem called corrosion. Ceramics have the problem called brittleness. If a hammer falls on the floor, it will break. They are brittle. So each material is having a deficiency. Polymers also have a deficiency. But I am telling you the highlights of polymeric systems, how they are being employed by our team. So this is what I said. If you look around, a load of photographs are given down for the working of electronic systems, electrical systems, etc. You need all these substances. You need metals, you need ceramics, you need polymer. These systems are visual displays, television at home, your mobile phone. All these things are having lot of components out of these materials. So you live in a world where which are being made by physicists and chemists, and you should be proud of it. If you do not have respect for your job, who else will be respecting you? So the mobile phone you have, you touch the mobile phone, you feel the lightness of the mobile phone, you have beautiful visual displays, isn't it? That visual display happens from a polymeric system. Metallic systems are there, ceramic parts could be there, but primarily the visual displays and the performance are being controlled by the branch of molecules we are going to discuss. And I will show you another picture. This picture is a typical representation of what we learn is called artificial intelligence. The parrot is there, man is here. Man does not touch the parrot, but man would be giving, I have some, I checked it on my way, I have some visuals. The man does not touch the parrot, but parrot obeys his commands without touching. Man just speaks only, the parrot obeys. So the commands are being given by this using artificial intelligence. So this artificial intelligence execution also, you can see that load of computer systems, etc. around, they are made out of specific materials. All the hardwares are being fabricated by our materials. Therefore, material science in the era of artificial intelligence also, the domain you are learning is having great importance. So that is one of the great highlights I have to speak you. In addition to the materials, now the world has developed a lot of product development protocols. Lot of facilities are being developed. This picture tells you how a bottle is, Coca-Cola bottle you have seen, right? How to make a Coca-Cola